Hi guys, welcome to Celeb Villa SA, where you get the latest news on all things trending and newsworthy. Now do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also don't forget to hit that bell so you never miss any of my uploads. Now Palesa found herself getting some backlash following the latest Married at First Sight episode. It made a lot of her fans question the type of person that she truly is. She noticed with some of the comments that she was getting that some of her people were disappointed in how she conducted herself and went live to actually answer some of the questions that came her way. However, she was sure to maintain that most of the information would be shared during the reunion.
I did not really go through all the comments, but I tried. I really tried. But I left all the comments because I normally close comments. But this time I was like, you know what? Let people say what they want to say so that they can get it off their chest. Are you and Nelisa okay? Yes, my doll. We're good. Why wouldn't we not? We're good. Do they pay you guys? You think we are also toxic to a certain extent? No, I don't think so. I don't think you guys are toxic. I think you guys are giving us the feedback that maybe people in our circles are not open to give us. And like I always say, feedback is a gift. For me personally, as Palesa, the feedback is always a gift and I appreciate it. Be it positive or negative, I really do appreciate feedback because it allows me to reflect. Nobody's perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect. I'm not going to start now. Is this the feedback you expected? Every week, we never know how the show is going to be edited, guys. Like, they can leave out specific information that you need to complete the picture, all right? And then sometimes you find that, they leave out that information and it leaves a question mark in people's thingies. I hope you don't mind my hair like this. But anyway, yeah, whatever. Whether you mind it or not, it's okay. Am I also watching the show? Yes, I watched the show, but much later, to be honest. Much later because I am a mother. I've got an active boy, so I find myself doing a lot of his activities, and then I catch up on mine later. I guess that's just the life of a mother. Single mothers, if you're here, I'm sure you can attest. Some questions I can't ask, guys, because the show is still playing, but I promise I'll ask the ones that lead up to what has happened up until now, but only in small doses because we still have the reunion. I hope you're okay with that. Don't bash me for that. Even if you do, guys, it's okay. I think I have a thick skin by now. Can I have the ring? Kati, who said I don't have the ring or I don't want the ring? What if I still want the ring, babes? What if I still have it? What if I still wear it every day? You see now? Why didn't you call out your friend or Otwana? Guys, the union is coming. But one thing about me, I'm real. I call a spade a spade. What about the car and the cart, my love? Are you still friends? Hang on, I must do my ledels. That are shocked. I had a lady that sent me a DM. I've been married for 5 years. I've never used my partner's car. Done. But don't judge the ones that want a different outcome. We choose. You choose your heart, guys. Nothing comes easy. You choose your battle. Either you want to be taken care of or you don't. And if you don't want to be taken care of, don't want to judge the ones that want to be taken care of. No, my love. Who are you? Who's judging you when you are paying for everything? When you're paying for your man's car, when you're paying for your kinto, when you are in Bogoto, be in Bogoto and be in your own lane. Leave the soft girlies to be soft on the other side, okay? And to explore their femininity. No DM is going to get to me about me being in a Makoto. I was once in a Makoto, by the way. I was once that girl. It's not going to take you anywhere. In fact, you'll feel more of a man with each and every expense that you pay. You'll feel like a man. And I hope that feels good. But for now, I'll leave us alone. It's not a crime. You just felt entitled to everything he owns and hapatala mahadi. Did I say that? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself if those words came out of my mouth. Okay, do I have my own car? Yeah, that's the answer. I used to, no, don't call people names, guys. You see, on my live, I will not allow anybody to call anybody names. Guys, no matter how you feel about him, let's come meet my beats on my live. I don't advocate for it. I've made my mistakes and I have owned up to them. So let's just not, yeah. Would you get married at that time? Why not? Why not? Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Thank you so much, Dise. There's nothing wrong with driving your man's car, especially her offer, guys. Why let's encourage the Kia di utswiwe? Wait till let's encourage the Kia di utswiwa, trekanesa tibi, inge etlebatong, emang show me what happened there. Utsipile kakor. Lunali mamel. That's the thing. Listen to the audio. The audio will tell you everything. And this I can talk about because you guys all watched it. So listen to the audio. That's all I'm gonna say. But if you believe that I did it, that's on you. It's okay. If you are, then you will listen. You will listen and you will watch back and you will, you know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm not going to say anything. You guys watched it. Believe what you want to believe. Entitlement is in Gaga. Nandi, when I can do tolani, cold drink. When you totally cold drink, Nandi. That's why you think this is entitled. No, my love. If you're offered something, you take it and you use it. Some people don't think that they are worth it. That's the thing. That's why they see the one that thinks she's worth it. They think there's something wrong with her because we're internal issues. You're worth it, my love. If they give you something to use it. You don't have to pay for everything, unless Mbogoto. If you're Mbogoto, please get off my life because I'm gonna trigger you. I don't regret entering the show. Yes, it was a marriage. That's where softness comes from. Softness comes from being taken care of, whether they like it or not. Whether they say the opposite when they're with their friends or not, but they need to do it, at least pay for something. Where's Makoto? Makoto is around. Yeah, she's around. All the girls are around anyway. Nelly's around. I had a chat with her today. Also had a chat with Makoto today. I know Portia is good where she is.
See, it's Makoto's back, and then you also said some things, but then it seemed like you couldn't express yourself fully. So I just wanted to pick your brain on that.
I think that's definitely one of the questions that are going to be asked at the reunion, and I will definitely answer that question. Yeah.
All right.
And it wasn't a tell-all. It was just the meetup with our experts, our beautiful, gorgeous experts. My favorite being Tabang and the Yendes. Yeah.
Okay, so are you and Makoto still friends? Because I saw a post.
Yes, we are friends. Yes, we are friends. Nelly and I are also gravitating towards friendship.
You and?
With all the girls, we're building. We're building towards that.
Because it seemed like you guys were fighting a bit. That's the thing.
I think it's normal. Even the gents fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the gents fight. Even the gents address some of the issues on camera and they get over it. Why can't we get over it as hands? You know what I mean? Yeah, so we are slowly building. I think it goes with both parties. So if we're both willing to work on this, be it a friendship or a relationship, then it will definitely work. If we're in it to win it, by all means.
I'm not sure if you watched episode 10, right? But do you think Makoto's actions were justified?
I think that I will reserve for the reunion.
Because okay, into engifuna uku-understand ukuthi uyakholelwa yini ukuthi vele umama kaButhebo beyangafuni ukukubona noma uyiThebo ongafuni ukuthi wena ubone umama wakhe.
Yazi angazi sisi, angazi ungahlekisi isizulu sami ne.
Angihleki.
Angazi ngempela because it was such a draining thing. Angazi maybe nge-reunion uzongiphendula.
Ne? Okay, yeah, ngiyakuzwa. Ngiphinde ngakuzwa uthi kena you guys are still married. So
no,
are you You didn't say?
No, listen. Let me put it disclaimer. When I do this, when you're asking a question, it doesn't mean I'm agreeing. It just means I'll hear you I'm processing what you're saying. It's just that I've got this thing of nodding my head. Yeah, but
Okay, ma'am. And then ngibone this other photo of his circulating on social media aphethe amaphampas. Kenzakalani ngayo? Kenzakalani?
Yes, angazi sisi mara maybe awam. What if awam?
Maybe ne?
Maybe
Maybe.
umuntu. I'm tired of Zulu. I don't know how you guys. I don't
yours is not bad.
know.
Ne?
Palesa, you can't call me trash, my doll. Of course I'm gonna block you. What do you mean?
Awubanike manje lawo.
You can't call me names on my space. This is my space. You can call me names on other platforms, but not here. Okay, I don't play like that. Okay, so sorry, Sims. Calm down.
Yeah, well, you were so emotional. Yeah, but I thought you had it together. And then ngiyabona nangu Palesa usehlekana le ndoda. What was going on in your mind? Like, why did you go back? Because bosushilo ukuthi you're not going back there. Why?
I-reunion iyeza ngizophendula.
Oshabu mara.
I'm getting there. I'm gonna be very honest with you. I'm getting there. I just never want to look like my problems. I think that's the thing. I'm a fighter. I'm a natural born fighter. So even if I'm not okay, I'll still look like this. So yeah, I'm getting there, and that's me being honest.
Mara mjolo re nyesa bo botla ke ra okay.
Oh, Pumu. Waitsuba kakadi. Remama tate.
Re lwa ka bontsinyana ngwago.
No, re lwa on screen and off screen.
I was rooting for you from day one. However, can you not walk away when, as an individual, if you see this is not working, like this is, would it be difficult for you to just say, okay, me and Tebo are not working out, let me just leave?
Can I ask you a question before? Who has ever walked away?
So I'm guessing, Bana, there's a contract that binds you to stay.
Put 2 and 2 together, my love. No one is passed away.
Okay, it's a cost 11. Secondly, I think you are a nice person. You are understanding, even when he disappointed you, the meeting with the mom, and I'm sure all of us felt like, it was such a heartbreak for like most of us, right? Now, when we put 1 and 1 together, like the way we discovered, okay, this guy is this type of a guy. Ne? Do you honestly believe that the mom said no from the heart of hearts?
I think because that is such a popular question, it'll definitely come up at the reunion, and I'm going to answer it honestly.
Okay. Yeah, and then my last question.
Very valid. I like that.
Okay. And then my last question comes to when you guys were all sitting together and there was Nelisa and everybody else that had said, that you had said to, whether they were speaking foul of Makoto, whom I believe you hold dearly to your heart. There was a character switch, man. I did not get you there. There was this, Palesa that, and I refuse to believe that was you. Do you believe that a person can change your character?
I don't know whether to answer this one or not. I'm trying to think.
Okay.
I think sometimes you don't face the situation you need to be facing. You'd rather, sometimes you redirect the energy. Let me make an example. Have you ever walked in your workplace and in your boyfriend or your partner, and then you get there and take it all out on the people that are at work, and they're like, what's up with Petu? What's wrong with Petu? So I think that's the answer that I can give you, but I'll unpack it in detail at the reunion.
So I've been watching the show since episode 1, and I've liked you since episode 1. But then on this last episode, you rubbed me off in a wrong way. So firstly, when you're being asked a question by your friend Makoto about the whole thing where people are talking about behind her back and all that. So my thing is, I want to ask you that I understand that she's going through some stuff and we pity with her and everything. But then when she's wrong, do you think as a friend you should reprimand her and tell her that certain behavior towards other people is wrong and try correcting her, because I feel if you keep quiet, you are like in a way supporting her behavior and enabling her behavior with how she is towards other people. So that's my first question. And do you think as a friend we should reprimand her when she's
I'm
being?
only gonna answer this one because I know I've got different versions of answers for days when it comes to this one. So even if I get that answer, the question again, I can answer it in a different manner. But all I can say is we're not friends. We're not really friends if we're not gonna call each other out. We must always call each other out. We might not do it in front of people, but we can also do it on the side. All right. So yes, I fully concur. Well, not concur, because you didn't say you must. So I can't concur in anything. But I do believe that if we are genuinely friends, we should call each other out. It's only fair. Yeah.
Okay, and one other question is, I wanted to ask, you feel your energy was misplaced or misdirected towards Nelly and Portia? The way you attacked them when they tried talking.
No, not really. Not really. I'm good with the ladies. I'm really good with the ladies. I think just be cognizant, guys. It was the first time we were shooting a reality show. We got nervous. There's cameras everywhere. But I'm good with the ladies.
I'm glad you're good. All right, thank you.
It's like the way I get it clean. I get it clean. It's like you record ingredient that's a person.
Palesa, I have a comment and few questions.
Yes.
It's just that I'm conflicted if El Horekanete is this real or some parts are scripted.
Okay.
Because from Wanyana wa Mosotho to Wanyana wa Mosotho.
Let's meet them all.
Bona ha ke bone e etsahala ntho e etsahalang like no.
Why no wanna buhlala? Why no wanna buhlala? No wanna buhlala abonang hore.
No, like no. But my comment is, I think if Kanete, if it's how I look at it, I think you and Sopo can work out. My worry is that lenyalo has batho ba two.
Exactly.
I don't think Haide Kanete, the mother and the whole thing regarding the friends and family and whatever, if it's true, I think that would make it very difficult for the union to be a success. Yeah. Now, my question one is, with how you react to the Adieta, do you really react to those things? Or they trigger a whole lot of other things and then you react to everything?
Like which one? Give me one example.
Hana how no more and then Bongani called and then Portia said he's alive and you're like, I didn't ask. That compared to how you would how you would react in front of him, it gives man, okay, he messed up. But I got other things that he has nothing to do. From where I'll be sitting. You don't have to answer. Don't respond.
Okay. Will I get flagged for a cool drink, guys? Wanna make an example? When I ate the cool one, the ginger beer. Watch on with the toy. It can't just ginger beer or what? Do you think so?
If that's into Lidi Mosut, Bona. Lidi Haile Mosut, Sheba, you can say more. Mamela, between Naluena, we know it's possible.
Yeah.
Another question is off the camera, are you guys fighting like on camera?
I don't think anyone is fighting with anyone.
Not okay, disagreeing with him. I'm not asking about the other families. You and Motwaha.
I can't say, my love.
You can't say.
Yeah, because then it will ruin the whole point of the reunion.
All right, no, I understand.
Okay.
Like a marriage contract, or do you only sign if you guys decide after the show that okay, you really want to be together, and like, do you sign anything? Like, do you sign like for that marriage?
So as signing something though.
Unless if I missed it, did you?
Yeah.
So you have a marriage certificate. Meaning that if you decide that you don't want to go through with this, that means you're going to like have to apply for a divorce. Is that what you say?
No, that's not what I said. All I said was you saw us signing something.
Oh, it's for the show. Okay, okay.
I did not say it's for the show. I said we signed a legal document.
Okay. So, okay, then maybe then in simple terms that I can understand then, does Home Affairs recognize your marriage? With Tep?
It should.
Ha!
It's called married at first sight for a reason, not signing at first sight.
Yeah.
If someone else from production wants to unpack this further, I'm gonna cap it there so that it gives them an opportunity to, unpack it further. But we did sign a legal document in the entire country, so.
Sure.
Woman, they should not see somebody that went to a show and lost themselves into the show. So you did not lose yourself in the show, you became you in the show. I love what Rati has said, like heads up to Rati to say, hey, we watched a woman of a certain caliber. We watched a woman that is maybe healing other women. You might not be aware, maybe you are healing us in the TV. Or you have I taken the decision, ya Palesa, nkebe ke le fair in life. We understand. And I say to people, material things come and go. Guys, the koloi oy rekang e ka upitikana e go bolaya go accidenting. You understand? Chelete, it disappears in hands. Those are the things that we can not redirapel. So keep beautiful. You are beautiful. Utsense, I'm not a makeup girl, but you are beautiful. You can say these things that I share with how to green girl. This girl can actually put a smile on a face. You did not compromise, like not even, if I had to handshake Mutokudi sitting, I would say, well done. Because you did well. You did not misrepresent the way Khudi is doing Katenkukhai. A lot of women, Palis, I'm sorry to bring tears into your eyes, but a lot of women lose themselves, lose thing, lose everything. Why? Because of a man. I'm not gonna mention him, he's just a drop in an ocean. But you went to the show, and when you go to such shows, you might get a lot of backlash, but you went and you took the backlash with both hands and moved forward. I honor, every time I watch ne in 6, and I'm not advocating for love, but I'm advocating for something that I see good. Better the devil you know now. Can you imagine after 6 years and then these things come out? You cannot go to the show to validate personality amoto.
Amen.
If personality amoto was not validated at his younger age, it was not your job. When you were just cream of a cake that is not even together. So continue, Anakohaye. We are watching you. We are rooting for you. And we are not both Judy. We're not going to judge you. Should reunion comes and say, hi guys, I want to give it a try. All we're going to do is then when you say, guys, let us try pray for Palesa. Let's hope Palesa reap proper fruits.
God, I was like, I can't hold back the tears anymore. You know what you and Rati said? In my heart of hearts, I know that I wish that I got that message from a specific person. But unfortunately, I'll never get those words from that person.
The show. Yes. Do you think that there are certain situations where you could have acted differently or reacted differently? Or Maus Boga, do you think the way you were presented is the way Velo often Bonakon?
Definitely. There's always room for improvement. There are certain scenes that I'll never watch again because I cringe. I could have done better, but there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
So they'll continue. Yeah, sorry.
I wanted to ask, Ruti, are you allowed to speak about certain scenes or
happened? Yes.
Scenes that have happened, yeah. Kulumanga le scene where you guys were at the table, where you were asked the question, Yoguti, is Tepo abusive towards you? And then you cried, and then you said that answers itself. And then later on, no, you don't. He's not abusive. Do you think you crying could have made people think?
Were those my words? I say he's not. Were those my words?
But ekugcineni kube naleyo conclusion leyo ukuthi is not. Even Makoto dialed down and saying ukuthi it could be financial abuse.
And you must also be cognizant of the fact that things are edited out. They're edited in and they're edited out. So I can say a big sentence like this and then they only show this part. Just be cognizant of that because the reunion is going to unpack all of that.
Okay, so there will be scenes that will be played out.
I don't know what they're going to show. I'm not part of the editing team. But all I'm saying is that be cognizant that I could have said this much and they only showed this much. And maybe reunion, they'll show this much.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to your friendship with Makoto, I'll have to ask, when you see the way Akulma having a con, because there are certain times I feel like as much as you guys are friends, you are being talked down on. Do you think that is a friendship or seni or things have been fixed? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Friendships are supposed to be real, guys. Like if you want to vent, you know. If after kissing, you're not seen as a person because you're supposed to be kissing the buttocks. It's not friendship, you know. But I believe in honest feedback to the ones you love, especially if you say you love them. Give them honest feedback. Whether it is in front of people or when it's just the two of you, but always give honest feedback.
Okay. So, when it comes to your relationship with Dutepo, honestly, from the beginning of the season, I would say I was a fan because I think Ben Fanilana. But from the time did you start having doubts then? Because once somebody starts talking about bringing in a third person, that's when it's downhill. Did you see ukuthi yilapho khona lo muntu lona is not actually into me? Or did you try to give him a second chance?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with being into someone. If something is your heart's desire, it's your heart's desire. No matter whether you're paired with Smangela, Budumelo, Cat, Mbomi, Ochichi, or Dals, you know.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is my last question. From the last episode, you said you said you embarrassed me, and then came the scene where Utepo is saying you were searching for a mic from Yena Tinta, hence was saying don't touch him. Mina, my thought.
If you were really listening, what was
I'm not touching you. You said I'm not touching you.
How many times did you say that?
You said it multiple times, and also at the same time. As you say, the editing, we actually cannot see. My thing from that, I was busy saying it could be stemming from the fact that imagine you could be defensive because he embarrassed you. So, you were trying to, in a way, control the narrative. Do you think there were parts whereby you were being controlling in a way? For people to perceive you in a different way?
I think you must look at people's characters and see if they're controlled or not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
Characters and see what's your man. With Dells can't be controlled by anyone. Chichi can definitely be controlled. So I think that's where we remove ourselves from the situation, look at the person and see if that person can actually be controlled. That's your answer.